So keep in mind that it doesn't really work that way. It's not Jews telling non-Jews what to do. It's God telling human beings what to do. God is the creator of heaven and earth. God created all human beings. God created Adam and Eve, and all human beings come from Adam and Eve, and later all human beings come from Noah. Now, when God creates something, there is a purpose in God's creation. God does not create for no purpose. God has given different parts of humanity different missions. The Jewish people, as the priestly class, so to speak, of humanity, were given the mission of bringing God into the world through the Torah and the 613 mitzvot of the Torah. But non-Jews also have a mission and a goal and a purpose for which they will get paradise. They will get eternal reward.
Too often, especially in times of change, especially in times of anxiety and uncertainty, we are too willing to give into a base desire to find someone else, someone different, to blame for our struggles. So here tonight, we must confront the reality that around the world, anti-Semitism is on the rise. We cannot deny it. And when we see some Jews leaving European cities where their families have lived for generations because they no longer feel safe, when Jewish centers are targeted from Mumbai to Overland Park, Kansas, when swastikas appear on college campuses, when we see all that and more, we must not be silent. When any Jew anywhere is targeted just for being Jewish, we all have to respond as Roddy Edmonds did. We are all Jews.
No one has seen this footage in 50 years. Not even me.
In 1943, the following directive was issued from party headquarters to all communists in the United States. It read, "When certain obstructionists become too irritating, label them after suitable build-ups as fascist or Nazi or anti-Semitic, and use the prestige of anti-fascist and tolerance organizations to discredit them."
Were I a Jew, I would be a Zionist. And my father pointed out to me, I did not need to be a Jew to be a Zionist, for I am. Israel is essential to the security of Jews worldwide.
In the public mind, constantly associate those who oppose us with those names which already have a bad smell. The association will, after enough repetition, become fact in the public mind.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Late today, President Trump signed that executive order at the White House. It essentially allows the government to interpret Judaism as both a race or nationality and a religion, even though that is still open to interpretation by some. This comes after the rise of what the president views as anti-Semitism on college campuses.
We rock and pray and trust and sway. You think we're honoring the divine. It's ours, we claim, to wear up disdain. No one ever disputes us. Go to Israel, or we will reveal all the things you might hide. You must sell our lies, or we'll take your life. You must bow to the Jew.
I'm here today for one main reason. I came in like a wrecking ball. I'll never get so hard enough. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck at me. Yeah, you wrecked at me. I put you high up in the sky, and now you're not coming down.
Put a prayer in the wailing wall, or you'll never get a donation. All we want is your obedience. All you must do is placate me.
Hey.
Every Christmas, something magical happens
Dear Santa.
when a kid sends a letter to Santa. But Liam
To Santa.
is a crappy speller.
This looks like fun.
Oh, that's putrid.
Thank you.
What do you want?
You summoned me.
Not what I expected.
What'd you expect?
In the movies, the reindeer usually have the antlers, not you.
Kid, are you high?
I'm ready for this.
You lucked out big time. I'm way better than Santa. Ho, ho, frickin' ho! You, my friend, are getting 3 wishes.
You mean like a genie?
They stole that from me. By the way, after you make your wishes, I'm taking your soul.
What?
You ain't never had a friend like me. Okay, that I may have stolen from Aladdin. Now we're even. Let me show you a few of the things I could do for you. I'll be right back.
It's Post Malone.
Leo!
Look, I'm worried Santa's going to trick me into getting my soul.
I think he's just confused.
It's slowly turn, you let me burn, and now we're ashes on the ground. Don't you ever say, oh, just walk away. I will always want you.
We believe you.
No.
Yo, down here! What are you waiting for? Go make a move! Sue me, I'm thirsty.
I tried everything. That kid's incorruptible.
What about doing something out of kindness?
I don't even know what you just said. I mean, I know all the words, but I just never heard them in that order.
You know this man?
I'm his uncle. Beat it.
Who do you think you are talking to me like that?
I can't live a life running for my life. I will always want you. I came in like a wrecking ball. I'll never get so hard enough. Running was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck at me.
Oh!
That doesn't sound right.
Pardon me, kombucha.
Watch this.
Lock. No! Please! Never trust a thought. You just gambled and lost.
Nice to meet you. The pleasure was mine.
I came in like a wrecking ball. I just close my eyes and smile. Let me patiently blazing cold. All you ever did was wreck at me.
You know, oh, here we see in front of us Donald Trump actually approaching the walls, putting his hand on those ancient stones. They're very smooth down the bottom where hundreds of people for thousands of people for hundreds of years have put their hands there and prayed there. And he is doing that. Normally when people who are not the President of the United States go, it's very crowded. It's been completely cleared of people so that he can have this private moment of prayer at this site that is holy for Jews. And so we see his wife on the other side, her hands also on these ancient stones. We see the President of the United States putting a note in the wall. This is something that you do, a note you write for God.
How did you hear about me? I guess you guys just looked in the phone book, huh? Huh? Usually that's what happens. Because my name is Angel, it's under A's, people are lazy. They flick through, they see the first name in a book, and,
Johnny Favorite.
Excuse me?
Do you by chance remember the name Johnny Favorite?
Remember the name Johnny? No, I don't think so.
You never knew him?
Am I supposed to know him?
He was a crooner before the war, quite famous in his way.
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Cypher,
Mr. Cypher.
I'm sorry, baby, I'm sorry. Mr. Cyphers. I usually don't get involved in anything really heavy. I usually handle small-time stuff, insurance jobs, divorces, things of that nature. I get lucky sometimes I handle people. But I don't know no, Karooners or anybody famous, you know?
His real name was Liebling.
I don't know any Liebling either. So what is it that you guys want from me? Does this man owe you money or something?
Not quite. I gave Johnny some help at the beginning of his career.
So were you his, like, his agent?
No.
Do you really worry that if he were to win again, and I'm not saying this like it's such a far-fetched notion, if he were to win again, that he would not give up power?
You know he won't. You know he won't. He even said it. He's never going to give it up. And anybody who deludes themselves in thinking that he is, shame on you.
You have compared the Trump family to a gangster.
Have you ever wondered who was Rome's most insane emperor? Nero is often the top choice for a good reason. Nero was very cruel. He scapegoated Christians, having them thrown to dogs, crucified, and burned. He killed his own mother and stepbrother, fearing they would challenge his rule. His ego was also huge. He had personal clappers applaud his performances, created games to honor his beard, and spent huge sums rebuilding his palace. He also had some more questionable actions, like possibly murdering his pregnant wife, Poppaea Sabina. What is certain, however, is that he married a man named Sporus because he resembled her, having him castrated and calling him queen.
Because he thinks he's a gangster. He does everything like a gangster. I don't think that gangsters in that world would think much of him, because there's honor among thieves. There's honor in anything. If you don't keep your word and do the right thing with people, no matter what profession you're in, you are going to get ostracized. Oh, nothing so.
Monsieur Cypher has a contract. Certain collateral was involved to be forfeited in the event of his death.
You're losing me a little bit. We're talking about a guy who's dead?
No, he was drafted. 43, North Africa. Special Entertainment Services. There was an attack. He was badly injured about the head and face. He had...
Amnesia, I think you call it...
Shell shock.
Shell shock, yes.
I know how that feels.
Why? Were you in the services, Mr. Angel?
Yes, I was in for a short period of time, but I got a little up real quick, excuse my language, you know, and they shipped me back home, and I sort of missed the whole shebang, you know, the war, the medals, the whole 9 yards, and I guess you could say I was lucky.
Luciferian New World Order is in the process of establishing a communistic, socialistic one-world government. In addition to this new socialistic world government, it will also establish a new religion. This new religion will embrace all the world's religions, but will in fact promote Lucifer as the true God. Those who do not worship the beast spoken of in Revelation and do not accept the mark of the beast will be cut off from society and terminated. Talking about the New World Order and the new one world religion that goes along with it, I want to introduce you to a place called Astana in Kazakhstan. Astana is described as the New World Order's great city. And I'm reading from this website, which says, Astana is the capital city of Kazakhstan with an official estimated population of nearly 700,000 people as of March 1st, 2010. Astana is the first large capital being built in the 21st century. The word Astana originates from Persian, Astana from the verb istadan, which means to stand in respect, and literally means threshold, i.e. royal or sacred, when people stand in respect and awe, implying where the court is seated, as in a capital city or a shrine town. What this really means is that Astana is being built as a shrine to the New World Order. Now, we want to have a look at what this means and the symbolism surrounding this, as well as the religious aspects or the religious dimensions to it. The city has been described as a futuristic occult capital being built in a remote and deserted area of the Asian steppes. The city also depicts many instances of sun worship, making one believe that the city is a celebration of the religion. So let's have a look at some of the photographs of the New World Order capital. Now this imagery here, these two pillars that we see, let's see what the website says about these two pillars. It says, this layout is present in a majority of important cities, including Washington, D.C. and Paris. The two golden pillars are believed to represent Masonic symbolism, specifically the two pillars of Masonry, Boaz and Jachin. These pillars are featured in all Masonic lodge rooms. Boaz and Jachin were two copper, brass or bronze pillars which stood in the porch of Solomon's temple, the first temple in Jerusalem. Okay, so we see Masonic imagery. Here we can see that the main building, which is sort of the presidential palace, is built along the same lines as Washington, D.C. Now, of course, we know that Washington, D.C. was built totally along occult lines. And we see another view here of the presidential palace. Here we can see what is called the Tree of Life. At the back here, we'll see later that there's a meeting room right at the top here where the world's religions are being united. There's an eagle up there which symbolizes power. We're seeing basically a New World Order, New Age city being built. Okay, so let's carry on. Going inside, we see this globe signed by representatives from 17 religious denominations, and this represents uniting all religions together under the New World Order. Very, 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 very significant. Okay, so we see a clear plan that part of the New World Order is to unite the world's religions without a shadow of doubt. Now, this pyramid is dedicated to the renunciation of violence and to bring together the world's religions. The architect claims that the building has no recognizable religious symbols, but in reality the pyramid is a temple for sun worship, which is the religion of the New World Order. The pyramid is the main symbol of Freemasonry and ancient religious doctrine. Today's elite use these pyramids as symbols of power throughout the world. Las Vegas and Dubai contain similar structures, as do many other cities in the world. Here we have the apex of the pyramid, and this is what we're going to see inside. So the apex is round and covered with sunlight. Images of white doves are embedded in the windows. This is obviously to do with world peace, representing also the unification of world governments and religions in this round circular shape, and the New World Order. So the apex, which is at the top of the pyramid, is the ultimate representation of illumination, which is the spiritual evolution of humanity into this new golden age or era of Aquarius, as we've seen before. Inside, we see this meeting room, and we see the sun imagery and eye right in the center of this room. I mean, it couldn't be more clear. This is pure Luciferian worship right here. This is Lucifer being worshipped. And this meeting room here, which is the main room, also has the sun symbolism and or eye in the ceiling. And it is the conference room where the religious leaders of the world meet. But we can see here the sun occupies the whole ceiling. So all about illumination. This is the Tree of Life. And it says this monument is meant to embody a folk tale about a mythical tree of life and a magic bird of happiness. The Tree of Life, as it's called, is a roadmap which spirits supposedly use when they leave the material world to join the afterlife. The golden globe at the top of the monument represents the sun, the supreme deity, and here we have sun worship again. Now inside the gold globe, which is right at the top of that construction there, we have this very strange looking symbol. And it's a gold triangle which represents the president's handprint in the center, the president of this country. But there's something obviously much more mystical here. I believe this has to do with Satan, who the Bible says is the master of this world, or the prince of this world. This person says that the global elites scatter their symbols and doctrines all over the world, and of course the general population fail to recognize what's going on. So, this could signify Satan's mark on the world, or his thumbprint or handprint, making it an impression into this triangle. He's stamping his authority. Ultimately, this is right at the top of this Tree of Life. So, once again, we have the shrine to Luciferianism, to illumination, that Satan is in fact the light bearer and the bringer of life to humanity and spiritual life to humanity. Here we have a helix shape. The helix has to do with the DNA of mankind, and one of the very significant things that you're going to find when you start studying the occult and what's happening in this New Age One World religion is the fusion of the sons of God with the daughters of men, i.e. the fallen angels being fused with humans to form these new superhumans, again this concept of transhumanism. And I'm sorry to say it, but it also is in the shape of a male sexual organ, which is very significant in things like Freemasonry, because most of the occult religions have to do with fertility cults. So man is building a shrine to himself. Lucifer is being glorified as the god of this world. And here we have this new age, new century city being built to glorify man. Without any shadow of doubt, this is very pagan, very occultic, and is a sure sign of where things are heading.
Get ready to read all these words on this page without making a mistake. Look at the letter at the end and remember the sound it makes. Get ready. Kite. Yes, kite. Get ready to read this word the fast way. Get ready. King. Yes, king. Sound it out. Get ready. King. Sound it out. Get ready. King. What word? King. Yes, king. Boys and girls, sound this word out. Get ready. What word? Steal. Yes, steal. Read these words the fast way. Get ready. Play. Yes, play. Get ready. Must. Yes, must. Let's read these words the fast way without making a mistake. Get ready. Kite. Yes, kite. Get ready. Kick. Yes, kick. Get ready. Steal. Yes, steal. Get ready. Play. Yes, play. Get ready. Must. Yes, must. Open your book up to lesson 60 on page 150.
Never see it coming. You think I'm joking?
Revelation 3.
And unto the angel of the church in Sardis write, These things saith he that hath the 7 spirits of God, and the 7 stars.
I know thy works, that thou hast a name, that thou livest, and art dead. Be watchful and strengthen the things which remain, that are ready to die, for I have not found thy works perfect before God. Remember therefore how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast, and repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee. Thou hast a few names even in Sardis, which have not defiled their garments, and they shall walk with me in white, for they are worthy. He that overcometh, the same shall be clothed in white raiment, and I will not blot out his name out of the book of life, but I will confess his name before my Father and before his angels.
He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches.
And to the angel of the church in Philadelphia write, These things saith he that is holy, he that is true, he that hath the key of David, he that openeth and no man shutteth, and shutteth and no man openeth.
I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast a little strength, and hast kept my word, and hast not denied my name. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my God, and the name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my God. And I will write upon him my new name.
He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches.
And unto the angel of the church of the Laodiceans write, These things saith the Amen, the faithful and true witness, the beginning of the creation of God.
I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Because thou sayest, I am rich, and increased with goods, and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched, and miserable, and poor, and blind, and naked. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich, and white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see. As many as I love, I rebuke and chasten. Be zealous, therefore, and repent. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him, and he with me. To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I also overcame, and am set down with my Father in his throne.
A future that Ernest Cline, the writer of the book, envisioned. I was very careful with Ernie collaborating with me every step of the way to be able to find the movie narrative inside this dense forest of Ernie's profound imagination.
The Oasis being the ultimate toy box with all the toys in the world, and then playing that with one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. It results in just amazing action and such a fun adventure.
Ernest Cline is such a visionary, and I think has seen the future before any of us possibly could even imagine it.